Hey everyone, today we're looking at the BellaVena nail drill, and I have on my left hand Double Dip Leviathan, the green chrome, the Holly Jolly gel line art kit, so they're Christmas gel liners for the nail art. And for the month of December, any of the purchases, a portion of those sales will be donated from Double Dip to Toys for Tots, which is really amazing. I love that Double Dip runs campaigns like that because you are purchasing something for yourself or a gift for somebody else and also helping children in need. So that is amazing. Everything will be linked down below, and I also have discount codes. There's several different discount codes that I'm going to mention in this video. I will put all of them down below. Some of them are only good until December 31st. So I will make sure that I note which ones are good and for how long. And I am unboxing the nail drill. This is my very first time unboxing it. I waited until I was on camera to unbox everything and take a look at it. The nail drill is so gorgeous in person. It's even prettier than the pictures. So I was really excited to see it. It comes with a plug, so you can use it plugged in, or if you charge it for 2.5 hours, it lasts about 5 hours, which that probably depends a little bit on how fast you're using it. So it goes up to 35,000 RPM. I use it very slow. If you hear a noise, my dog, every time I am doing a voiceover, decides he wants to play with his loudest toys. So that is what you're hearing in the background if you hear something strange. And so I get everything plugged in, and then the handle turns. There's a little lock and unlock symbol on the handle, and that is how you open it or close it for putting the bit in, which we'll take a look at a little bit later too. We're using Weekend Warrior, which is a baby pink glitter, and the dip liquids. I have my nail brush, my water marble tool to clean up my cuticle area, and we're using the Double Dip clear to encapsulate later, and the Grinch decals I purchased from Etsy, so I will link them below too. For our first dip, I'm going to apply the dip base and pour over Weekend Warrior. The reason my nails are shiny right now is because I have peel base on. So that's why it looks like there's something on them, because there is. I have my peel base on. But these are a fresh set of jelly tips, and these are the Double Dip short almond jelly tips. Now what I did was I didn't take any length off because I wanted to be able to show everybody the actual length of them. I just thinned out the sides slightly, and I pointed the tip a little bit more. I don't like a round almond. I like more of a pointed in between almond and stiletto. So I like it to be a little wider than a stiletto, but not as wide as an almond, or rounded off, if that makes sense. So all I did was run the nail file up and down the sides to thin it a little and come to the point at the tip. So that's a fresh set. I absolutely love the jelly tips. My last set lasted 5 weeks, and the only reason I took them off was because on that hand, I have trouble with my index and middle finger because they're a little crooked. And when I was trying to even them out the one day, I went a little far down, and then I was having trouble reshaping. So it had been 5 weeks. They were pretty stained with all the manicures I do, so I just decided to replace them. When I do my left hand, which I've already done a fill-in on my left hand, once I decide I'm replacing them, I will probably film that removal for you. So I'll probably be filming that and posting it sometime in January when it's time to take them off. Like I said, this set on my left hand is going on 6 weeks at this point. So they've lasted me a really long time, and I am now doing my second dip of Weekend Warrior, and I am laying my finger into it to get that full saturation of the powder. And once we're ready to move on, I'll be back. When doing decals with dip powder, what I like to do is I dusted my nails off really well with that stiff nail brush, and then I cut as close to the decal as possible. And if it's a water slide, I will put a little bit of water into a bottle cap and put the water slide in there. And it depends on the time. Usually it's like 15 seconds, and then you can separate it from the backing. I just applied the dip base and then use those tweezers to apply the water slide to my nail. And then I just kind of smooth everything out, and I will typically pour over some clear dip powder just to soak up any excess dip base. But I just smooth it all out and make it look all nice and try to make sure there's no wrinkles. This one had a wrinkle or two, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to pour that clear dip powder over and let that soak up the dip base. Now I'm going to do that with each of the decals, and like I said, I will list that company down below. It's an Etsy page. I've purchased multiple decals from them, and I love their decals. They never fade on me. They go on really nice. They're super easy to work with. They're inexpensive. Shipping is really fast, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. It's just that I've purchased some water slides and other decals on Etsy that I wasn't happy with. So if I find something that I really like and I feel like it's a good price and everything, I want to pass it on to you. They have a ton of different options. So I will put the Etsy shop down below for you. And I am going to continue on with applying the decals and pouring the clear dip powder over to soak up that extra base. As you saw, I wasn't happy with the way the decal looked on my middle finger. There wasn't anything wrong with the decal. I just didn't feel like it was showing up really well. So I just took my nail file and lightly buffed it off. Then I went ahead and dusted off any of that excess powder on the fingers I poured it over to seal in the decal and soak up the extra base, and applied a layer of clear with the dip base to each of my nails and dusted it off really well with the stiff nail brush and then activated. So I'm getting set up with the BellaVena nail drill. Like I said, it comes with multiple bits, and I'm starting out, I stayed between 6 and 10 because Like I said, I get really nervous. I've been burnt by them before, but I can say this nail drill, it does not really vibrate. It's very quiet, and it didn't get hot on me. So I really liked it. Now I'm going to be using it again here as soon as I'm done with this voiceover. I have 2 manicures to do, so I'm going to be using it with those. And I do go live every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the Double Dip Nail group on Facebook. So that group is linked below if you're interested in seeing a live manicure. I do all kinds of fun stuff over there, and I will be using the drill over there as well. Now, I'm just going to go over what it includes. So for the bits, it has 6 sanding bands, and it has 3 metal cylindrical shape grinding head bits. Sorry, it's been a very long day. And they are for grinding, shaping, and like buffing. And then the flame shape drill bits are for finely grinding the nail beds and nail edges. Now, I typically go with the barrel bits or the flame shape, which is what I'm using right now. And I use them on my entire nail. They're just what I'm comfortable using. I feel like I get the best results with those, but you can look up. I may do it at some point whenever I'm more confident with a nail drill. And there's videos on exactly what the bits are for and how to use them, but it also comes down to your preference because, like I said, there's just certain ones that I prefer to use. Now, I'm just kind of carving out my cuticle area a little bit. And like I said, it doesn't get hot like other drills can, but you don't want to hold it in one spot. So you want to keep it moving. Don't hold it at your skin or it can get hot. But I'm just going to carve that out a little bit, and then I still go in with my nail file and I clean up the edges. I do have a buffing, filing, reshaping video that I can link for you here, but I always go in with like a metal nail file or glass nail file for my cuticles, and then I go in with a glass nail file or emery board for reshaping my tips and buffing the surface. So I'm done with that. I cleaned up with an alcohol prep pad, and now I'm applying that second layer of activator, and we're gonna wait about 30 to 60 seconds for that to activate in there. But this is a really good way to seal in your decals with that clear dip powder with the dip liquids. My decals did not budge on me, so that's a really good way to seal them in if you're looking for a way to apply any kind of decals when using dip liquids. I wiped off any of the excess activator after waiting about a minute. I just took a paper towel and went over each of my nails quickly, and now I'm applying that first layer of top coat. And I am doing 2 to 3 quick brush strokes per nail and wiping my brush off in between. Now for the discount codes, Pixie20 will save you 20% on everything except the mystery box at Double Dip. The mystery box code AMMYSTERY, well, I had to think about that a second, will get you a free item with your mystery box. They said it could just be a free little gift or a free dip powder, but it won't show up as anything at checkout, I'm told. It will just, they'll see that code when they're packing your order and put an extra item in there. And then the last code is for the drill. If you use Pixie30, it will get you 30% off this nail drill until December 31st. So that code is only good until December 31st. All those codes, well, there goes my dog again. All of those codes will be down below. This is our finished look, and I love it. What do you think? So I am going to apply my cuticle oil. While I do that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube recommend it to others. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can find me on Instagram at DippingPixie. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I have a favorite video coming December 30th, favorite nail items of 2021. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.